Well, hey, this is Josh Nelson with the local seven-figure agency. And on this video, I want to talk you through the process of running a local search factors report for a prospect when you're going to meet with them. Now, throughout the last couple of videos, I've been training you on the consultative sales process and how you should go into your meeting prepared, not just to explain what you do, but to really be able to show them what's going on with your current internet marketing strategy, where they're not ranking for their keywords, and why. And so a tool we use to do this is called Local Site Submit, and it gives you the ability to put in the prospect's phone number and company information, and that tool will then look at all of their online directory listings, all of their citations, their online reputation, and give them a report showing where there's deficiencies in their online marketing strategy. And I feel like it's a great tool to have as part of your strategy when you go into that meeting to be able to say, okay, here's what's wrong, and here's how we're going to help solve the problem. So I want to show you real quickly just how to run a local search factors report in Local Site Submit for those types of meetings. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dive right into Local Site Submit, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. There's just a generic Local Site Submit tool, which is free. Of course, it says Local Site Submit on it, and they have their own internet marketing agency. But then they also have a private labeled version. So I'm going to recommend that you do purchase the private labeled version where you can put your logo on it, your contact information. You can have it private labeled in a way that it's unique to your company. But in case you don't have that, you would go to admin.localsitesubmit.com. You would log in, and you can run these same types of reports. Really, if you're doing this via web-based meeting, if you're doing it live with the client, it doesn't matter whether they see the Local Site Submit logo on it or not. So for our purposes, I'm just going to use the admin version. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this for a company out of Orange County called Harrison Plumbing. Just a prospect that recently downloaded our report, and so I'm going to use him as the example for this video. And the real information you need to enter into Local Site Submit for the local search tool is the company's phone number or website address. I recommend using the phone number, that way you can pull against the local information. Now, one thing I'll caution you is don't use the number that's on their website, because they may be using a tracking number, and the system then looks at their phone number and tries to find where they are on Google and Yahoo and Bing and Angie's List. And if it's a tracking number that you put in there, it might not match the information correctly. So I recommend looking up this company on Google Maps and then just grabbing the phone number that's in their Google My Business listing. And so from there, you can log right back into the local search tool, scroll into this area where it says Add New Client, put in their number, hit Next. Now it's going to search and try and find that company online. And look, he's got a duplicate listing, which is going to be something you'd want to bring up if you were meeting with him. But this is the one we're going to use, so we just use This Is Me. And it pulls in the company name, their phone number, their address. The only other piece of information you need to put is what their main keyword is and what their Google Plus listing is. And so since I already have that open, it's pretty simple. We'll just go back to Google Maps, and we'll click on this Google Plus link. And we can just copy this from right here and then drop it in the local search tool over here. Type in their keyword, which is Orange County Plumber. And I'm just using that based on what I'm seeing as his title tag, Orange County Plumbing, Orange County Plumbing. And that's really all the information you have to hit. You press Run Report, and what it does is it now looks this company up on local, and it looks at all the main local search factors. How many citations, how many online reviews, consistency of the name, address, and phone number. And it gives you a lot of great information so that when you go meet with that client, or when you schedule your live consultative meeting with the client, you can show them, all right, here's what your average visibility score is. Here's where there's inconsistencies in your name, address, and phone number. Here's citations that you don't have. And this is how we're going to help solve that for you as you start to present your services. So we've really taken you full circle here. If you've watched this series of videos, the first was how to conduct the keyword research to figure out what keywords people are typing in when they need your prospect services. We then used Bright Local and put those keywords into Bright Local to determine how that client ranks. And now we've run a report to help show them why they're actually not ranking. And so with these suite of assessment tools, you can go in and be really well prepared to present great value to your prospect.